here's a little sneak peek of what we're making this fortnight. Well, hello there, back on the mic. Penny has passed the baton on to me today, so I've just found these amazing flowers that she sourced for Flower Club, and I must say, when I saw them, they're not my cup of tea, but now that I've started kind of looking at them, oh my goodness me, they're sort of that red on that side, apricot on the reverse side, really interesting. And this myrtle, I would never, ever, ever have even taken a second look at. But this with the sticks, we'll find out the real name later, and Protea, and then your Burgundy Alstroemeria, wow. Wow. It really does signal to me that even if you know all the flowers, all the foliages out there, and you sort of think, that's not for me, do yourself a favor. Select something that isn't typically what you would select every now and again. Make sure you do that. I mean, it's flowers, you can't go wrong. So let's go. This is exciting. So what we've got today in Flower Club is Burgundy Alstroemeria, these peach sticks, myrtle, and then that gorgeous Protea, which is going to be a bit of a hero of the bouquet. And if you're lucky, you may have a slightly different foliage to the myrtle. You may have a foliage called crinkly, very similar, will give a similar effect, and we'll use it in a similar way, but just slightly different because we couldn't get the volume that we needed to fulfill Flower Club. Let's get straight to it. What I'm doing is selecting my vase. So I've actually got 3 options here, and I've decided I'm going to really lean into this kind of orangey red tone and go with an orange vase. Now these ones are available for purchase if you'd like to send us a quick DM. I'll put this on the Facebook group actually. If you'd like to send us a quick DM, feel free. And they're 25. And that's my favorite for today, but you can do something dusty pink, will go beautifully, and then clear glass will go beautifully as well. This is on the website, this isn't, but yeah, we definitely do sell these ones. So if you need one, please sing out. First things first, I'm going to get my foliage. So as I mentioned, myrtle, or you may have crinkly, is the foliage. And then we're going to have a couple of sticks of the peach sticks, these are called. So I'll get mine together. Or you might be lucky and have one enormous one. Just depends on the size of them. Someone will get this lucky, amazing, huge one. Alrighty, I'm sure you've got your trusty snips by now, the ones that you love to use. Now, with all woody stems, when you get a bouquet of flowers, please snip the stem up the woody stem. It allows the stem to drink the water. And see how this one's got a funny little knob there? I will snip just above the knob. Each knob has a little bit of a mesh of change in stem construction, and it makes it harder for the stem to drink and hydrate. So snip above, we call it like an elbow. And what I'm doing here is I'm going to decide, am I going to choose the orangey peachy color or the red color? And let's make that choice now. Or you can do a mix of both. I've decided that I love the red stems, so we're going to go with that. And I'm using the height of this gorgeous pink peach stick. And remember, when we use flowers and foliages, we just clean the end of the stem. So you remove any grit, any dirt, and any leaves, because they all carry bacteria. I'm just going to weave in my stems, weave them into the sticks so they stand up nice and tall. And I'm also mindful of how much water is in my vase. So I want to make sure my sticks always reach the water level. And you might get Alstroemeria that looks a little bit more like this in bud. I'm going to use this gorgeous one that's open here just for effect, so you know what it's going to ultimately look like. Wow, I'm so surprised at how much I love this. But that's what Flower Club's all about, isn't it? It's about learning about different flowers, different foliages, different colours. But yeah, I would never have chosen this foliage. Literally 11 years in business. Never bought it, never bought it. But today, I love it. It is just perfect. So it's called myrtle. And really, I don't know anything else about it. I can't give you any facts, figures. It's called myrtle. And doesn't it just look stunning? Now, something else that I'm really loving, I'm just going to weave, as I said, just weave the myrtle through so it's exactly where you want it to be. As always, we give such a big generous bunch, so you may have leftovers. Put those on your bedside table or somewhere gorgeous. I've got all this as leftovers, so I'm going to pop this aside for the minute. So gorgeous. I actually like that the reverse here is coming through, so you can see a little bit of the peach behind, but mostly you can see red. And I love that. And honestly, I'm not a red person. We've got red roses on the website, nothing else. All right, so these burgundy alstromerias, I'm going to position these just kind of dancing at the top of the arrangement and then sort of like cascading down to the fuller section at the bottom. And then finally, we're going to end with the creme de la creme, this gorgeous sunset sort of colored protea in the middle there. I'm just going to surround it with these beautiful alstromerias. So these are just so full and lush and stunning, really picking up all the reds and the red in that gorgeous sunset colored protea too. All right, so I'm going to keep most of the height on my alstromerias. And as I said, just use them dancing above the top of the arrangement and then just cascading down. As you know, we're so generous with the amount of flowers that we give. So it looks like in this bunch as well, we're going to have more than what we need to make it really pop. So certainly some more arrangements around the house from today's flower club. I'm going to thread my protea into the vase like this, just so we can see into its gorgeous face. Because if we just keep it like that in the vase, you lose the color, which is this highlight, beautiful burgundy red color. You'll never see it if it's like that. And if you keep the height, you'll never see that red. So please thread it through on an angle so you get to see the whole flower. And again, nice thick woody stems, so please trim up the stem to allow it to hydrate. And here I am just threading it through. I'll twist it as well. It just helps find its position in the vase. Beautiful. Might just center that actually. So we're doing a very symmetrical arrangement today. Just make it really symmetrical and gorgeous. All right. Can you see that? Can you see straight into that red flower? And it's beautifully symmetrical in the vase there. I sort of feel like I'm almost done here. I'm just being quite restrained. I'm not going to fill it with all this beautiful Alstro and really make the red pop in the red Alstro. Just going to be really restrained. Just use a little bit just to make it sparkle and just to bring out that red, beautiful floral, but just really keeping the it foliage heavy and really kind of sparse, very wintry, beautiful, unusual arrangement today. I just can't get over how much I love it. And as I said, would never, never, never have chosen these combinations. So if you've gone out on a limb today, just like me, and gone, sure, why not? I'll have this week's. Just going to add one more Alstroemeria and then, can't help myself, and then just call it a day. Yep, that's going to open beautifully. Oh, so nice. So, so, so beautiful. I really hope you enjoy this week's Flower Club. I'd love to hear your thoughts just in the Facebook group. Yeah, how it all came up. Show me your designs as well. You know I love a front-facing design, and where I typically put it in the home is always against the wall. So front-facing just makes sense. But if you're different, if you need it on the coffee table, something 360, then I'm really interested to see how you've created yours. Obviously, it's going to be so much different. You've probably used a little bit more Alstroemeria or even all of the Alstro to create that 360 effect, and maybe even more of the myrtle or the other foliage to get that effect. I'm really keen to know. This is really different, and I'm a convert to this beautiful foliage and this color palette. So beautiful. Let me know your thoughts in the Facebook group. Thanks, guys.